So, with the recent news that just came with the Trump administration ending temporary protections for Haitians and Syrians, I find myself making another video about this. He does not care about anyone but himself. Some of you may know this, some of you may not. Some of you may just be in flat denial, and all above is okay, because today we're going to be playing a little game. I bring to you Trump Feud, where we're going to be taking a brief look at how Trump feuds and feels about other groups of people. Contestant number 1, who is someone you think Trump feuds with?
Black power!
African Americans are on the number 1 spot. In 1973, Trump was charged with racial discrimination by the Department of Justice for violating the Fair Housing Act.
No vacancies for blacks is how Donald Trump allegedly got his start.
Also within this report, we see many statements made by former colleagues of Trump, including former Trump superintendent, who testified that multiple Trump management employees had instructed him to attach a separate piece of paper with a big letter C on it for colored to any applications filed by a black apartment seeker.
The next feud with his group centers around the Central Park Five.
This was a criminal case of 5 boys who were charged for rape and assault of a young lady who was running through New York Central Park. There was no DNA evidence that linked them to the crimes. Nonetheless, they were sent away for many years until the one person who committed the heinous act confessed years later with DNA evidence to match. Trump prematurely put a hit out on these individuals, claiming they should bring back the death penalty. And even after being cleared of the crimes, he continued to double down and perpetuate this narrative that they were murderers for the next 3 decades, which the group has recently chosen to sue over. The Obamas are also included in this list, as there is a long history between the two, starting with one of the initial statements from Trump being that Obama was not born in the United States, thereby stating that he was not fit to be president, to falsely misleading people that Obama was the founder of ISIS, to the most recent video that Trump posted of the Obamas earlier this year. All right, contestant number 2. Who is someone you think Trump has feuded with over the years? The Kung Flu virus, I believe is what he called it. You had the rise in hate crimes against them as Trump deemed the once COVID-19 the Chinese virus.
That name gets further and further away from China as opposed to calling it the Chinese virus.
Interesting enough, the Asian American Foundation was founded in 2021 in part due to the rise in anti-Asian hate. Moving on, you guys are on a roll. Contestant number 3, who is a group you think Trump has feuded with over the years? 2015, he said he was just saying some ridiculous things.
He had said in an interview that the United States would have absolutely no choice but to close down some mosques where some bad things were happening.
He also claimed to support the idea for a database to track Muslims at all times, and the random time that he claims to have seen thousands in New Jersey celebrating the 9/11 terrorist attack, despite there being no evidence of this happening. Moving on to contestant number 4, what do we think?
They're eating the pets.
I beg your pardon?
Oh no, that is unfortunately not correct.
Moving on to contestant number 5, who is someone that you believe Trump feuds with? Again, all the way back in 2016, you had the whole Build the Wall campaign.
Build that wall. Build that wall. Build that wall. Build that wall.
And then him just making overtly racist comments like this. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists. Nice. Back to contestant 1. You had his vow on the end of abortion protection in 2016 and what became to be in 2022. The comment he made about a woman he was running against in the 2016 election.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
And then obviously this, which Let's just go back. Let's just move back to the question.
Okay, so by now y'all should have a general understanding of where this video is going. Answer 6. In 2025, Trump issued an executive order rescinding Executive Order 14075, which was intended to advance equality, as well as the numerous other bans and restrictions that are either active or in process to limit rights and liberties of the community.
Answer 7. Supporters, poor people in parentheses.
Here we see a statement that Trump gained more support in counties that are in economic distress for the 2024 election, with these being some of the household incomes. However, when you look at his policies in which he's made, it's quite evident of the people he's actually working to serve.
Let's take a look at the final answer. Survey says for answer number 8, yes, his own cabinet members. Of this term alone, Pam Bondi, fired. Kristi Noem, fired.
You had the major public feud that was played out on social media between Trump and co-head of Doge, Elon Musk, over a spending bill in which Musk argued that it would increase the budget deficit and undermine all the hard work that Doge was doing. This later led to a series of passive-aggressive tweets by Musk and Trump, with Musk leading the charge, stating that the only reason Trump won the election was because of him, and threatening to create a new political party that, according to him, actually represents America. Many other tweets were made by both sides. However, the most notable, without a doubt, goes to Musk, arguably dropping the tweet of the century.
And we must not forget, off his first term, the very controversial statement of his supporters wanting to hang his former vice president, Mike Pence, in reaction to admitting that Joe Biden had won the election.
But no,
you heard those chants. That was terrible. I mean, it was,
he could have. Well, the people were very angry.
They were saying, "Hang Mike
because
Pence."
it's common sense, John. It's common sense that you're supposed to protect. How can you, if you know a vote is fraudulent, right?
Yeah.
How can you pass on a fraudulent vote to Congress?
According to the former president's own administration, the 2020 election was the most secure in American history.
Okay, I'm done. Wanted to have a little fun this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I've made numerous videos about Trump, and I simply want people to see what this man truly is, which is, in my opinion, a man who hates. And if we as a human race put any sort of social construct that has divided us for centuries aside, if we are to thrive together, we cannot have people, especially people in power, being hateful or spiteful.
But that's just my opinion. Again, hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always,